I knew this date was a mistake before the food even arrived. Because at some point, I realised I wasn't on a date. I was her therapist. And it only got worse from there. This is Dating Disaster Diaries. You know that feeling when you're on a first date? The appetizers just arrived, and you suddenly realise you aren't on a date at all. You're an unpaid therapist. Yeah, that. So I've been talking to this girl for about a week after matching online. She seemed normal, easy to talk to, no red flags. So we decided to meet up for dinner. And to be fair, things actually started off looking really good. She looked exactly like her profile picture, which is always a win. And she looked and smelled amazing. So at that point I was thinking, all right, this might actually go well. We sat down and ordered a bottle of wine. I don't really know much about wine, so she smiled and picked a rosé, said it was a good one. Fair enough. But then, before the food even arrived, she'd already finished a large glass of wine. I noticed she started getting a bit different. Not relaxed, just off. She kept glancing over at the door like she was expecting someone to walk in. I didn't say anything, but it definitely felt a bit weird. Then the food arrived, and that's when everything changed. She looked straight at me and said this was the exact restaurant where she broke up with her ex. 2 months ago. 2 months. She said he used to flirt with anything with a pulse. Those were her words. I tried to change the subject. Keep things light. But she wasn't having it. She told me she gave that man 5 years of her life and he cheated on her constantly. Then she went on about how she just has no luck with men. And then she laughed, looked right at me and said, "Hopefully you won't end up being like them." At that point, I'm thinking, what do you even say to that? Then she suddenly grabs her phone, looks at it and goes, "Look, he's already changed his status to engaged." Loud. Like, properly loud. I swear I wanted to lean over and say, "Do you want to say that a bit louder? I don't think the people in the back heard you." I'm sitting there thinking, right, I need to steer this somewhere else. So I notice her glass is empty, and I ask if she wants another drink. That was a mistake. She smirked and said, "See, you're scoring brownie points already. Keep that up and we'll be updating our statuses too." And then she winked. And it wasn't a cute wink. It was the kind of wink that makes you question your entire life. I actually started feeling sorry for her ex. I mean, yeah, cheating is bad, obviously. But 5 years? The bloke deserves a medal. So I tried to calm things down and said, "Look, it sounds like you're better off without him anyway." Wrong move. She grabs her phone again, starts typing, and shoves it in my face. "This is another one of my exes. He's getting married. And this one, look, they're having a baby." Then she pulls this face and goes, "What's wrong with me? Am I ugly? Do you think I'm ugly?" At that point, I'm just staring at my food thinking, never again. When the waiter came over, I didn't even bother looking at dessert. I just paid the bill, got out of there as quickly as I could, and walked her to her taxi. She hugged me and said, "This was so nice. I feel like we really connected." Yeah, me, you, and Dave had a great time. The second that car pulled away, I practically sprinted home. Sat down and just thought, bloody hell, that was a lucky escape. And I kept thinking about Dave. How did that man survive 5 years? 45 minutes nearly finished me off. But 5 years? He doesn't need a medal. He needs a knighthood. So yeah, that happened. If you've ever had a date like that, let me know. I need to know I'm not the only one. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe. Because somehow, they only get worse.